Hey kids, and welcome to Kids Camp. This is the setup video for Kids Camp just to get you ready to be Kids Camp, set up your TV the way that we kind of set up our set and just have a little bit more fun with it. So in your Kids Camp boxes, you'll find this roll of paper and some tape. You'll also need some scissors. So hopefully you guys have some scissors at home, and make sure an adult helps you if you don't have kid scissors. And let's get started. Okay, so you are going to need everything in this. Don't throw away anything at all. So inside you will find a piece of stuffing, nice and cute. And then you will find a piece of string that you will be needing. It's not just to hold it together, it serves a purpose. Okay, so I'm just going to unroll mine, and they're obviously going to be a little bit rolled, but it doesn't matter because we're going to be cutting it anyway. So I'm just going to set these papers aside. I'm going to first take my, let's start with the two black pieces. So these two black pieces are going to turn out to be train tracks. So I'm just going to start by simply cutting strips, however big and however small you want. The smaller you do them, the more train tracks you're going to have. So it's literally all I'm doing, and your pieces should be about this big. Alrighty, so go ahead and do the rest of those. So I have all my strips. Should look something like this. Some are bigger, some are smaller, and that is okay. You should have about this many. Alright, so the next part is to assemble all of these. So in order to make train tracks, they kind of go crisscross. So this is a line, and then this is another line, and you're going to try to make something like this, if that makes sense. Okay, so get your tape. This is a line. I'm going to tape a piece of paper where it's kind of lower than the other. I'm just going to tape it on the back, just like that. Okay, and then now I'm going to get another piece of tape, if I can. Okay. Another piece of tape, okay, right here. And then we are going to, gotta figure out how I had it. Okay, this is how I had it. Okay. And then now, this is how I had it. Scratch that. Okay, and then I'm gonna just tape more, group them about an inch apart, and then I'm going to tape this one. Okay, so now it should look something like this when you turn it around. And then I'm going to add one more on this side. There we go. Okay. Another one. Okay. Should have something that looks like this now. Okay. And then I'm going to grab another one. Tape it to all three of my pieces. Almost done. And you should get something that looks like this. Okay? So now that you have something that looks like this, take all of these other pieces and make the same exact thing over and over and over again. Go ahead and do that. And finally, we're done. You can put all of these to the side now, and let's move on to the next thing. The next thing we're going to work on is some mountains. So take your 2 brown pieces of paper and cut out mountains however you would like. So when I think of mountains, I just think of peaks. So I'm just going to go ahead and make some peaks on this paper. Okay, these are my first mountains. And then you can go ahead and save these scraps for later because we will be using them. Now my next one. Here we go. Pointy. That's a little bit better. Alright, so these are my mountains, okay? You go ahead and put those to the side and let's do it later as well. Now let's move on to our 2 green pieces of paper. Now what we're going to make with these is a bunch of trees. And in order to make these trees, we're just going to make a bunch of triangles. So go ahead and just start cutting out triangles. If you need to draw them on, then go ahead and do that. I'm just going to start cutting some triangles. Any shape will do. Triangle. Make some big, some small, medium, see, all different sizes. big. So I'm gonna stop there. You can keep going if you like, but I'm just gonna show you how to assemble a simple tree. You're gonna try to find 3 triangles, 1 big, 1 medium sized, and 1 that is a little bit smaller, like this. Okay, we're gonna take the first square, or not square, triangle. We're going to take the first triangle, lay it down. The second triangle, lay it down on top of that one. About the tip of it should hit about the middle of my other triangle. Just like that. Okay. That's probably good. And then the last one should hit just about the same. Now I'm going to take some tape, find it again. Okay. I'm just going to take all 3 of them together. Just put 1 piece of tape all right there. Okay. And then I had to save this brown paper so we can make some stops for our trees so they could stand. I'm just going to cut out a little square or rectangle, not that big, very small. Okay, I'm going to turn it around where the back is, where the tapes are. Just put it on the bottom. Grab some more tape, very small piece of tape. Our pine tree. So you can make these any different shapes and sizes. You can make as many or as little as you like. I'm going to place them on my mountains when we're done. So just repeat those steps to make as many as you want. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a few more for my scene. So now that you're done, you can make as many or as little as you like. But now that you're done, just go ahead and set those to the side and we'll use it. Alrighty, so you will need an extra item. It's going to be a pencil in order to draw out all your squares and circles. So the first thing we're going to do is make a large sized square. Now I'll make it and I'll show you what I've made. Actually, I would do more of a rectangle than a square. Okay. Right there. And you're going to go ahead and make 3 of those. So I did 1. 2. 3. And then now we're going to make a smaller rectangle, about half the size as the others. Right there, about half the size. Okay, and then we're going to make 2 smaller rectangles. Or these ones are more squares than rectangles. 2 small squares. now I'm going to draw a small rectangle. Right there. And also a small triangle. Here's my triangle, nice and small. Now we are going to draw a little bit bigger of a right triangle. Now you want to make this probably going to be one of your biggest pieces. So just start with a straight line. A diagonal line, and then connecting those two together. Right triangle. Okay? And then last, we're going to have to make wheels for our train. So we're going to do about 6 wheels. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I made 4 smaller circles and 2 big circles. And now that you have all your pieces, just go ahead and cut those out. One more piece of string to the top. So the back of your train should look something like this, and the front of your train should look something like this, okay? And go. Alright, so the next piece that we're going to put on is our medium rectangle. So I'm just going to go ahead and get a piece of tape. Side of it, okay? And then I'm going to tape it to our first square, so this first one. I'm going to tape it to the back of it and not to the front of it, so I'm going to tape it right here, okay? So it should look something like this, okay? Yep, perfect. Should look something like that. Your first part should look something like that, okay? The next piece that we are going to go ahead and tape is our long, small rectangle. Okay, so we'll put that on another piece of tape. And this one is going to go to the front of our train. So it's going to go about right there. So go ahead and tape it right there. Okay. And now for our small triangle. So a small triangle should be looking something like this, but you're going to go ahead and turn it upside down and attach it to that long rectangle so it will look something like this. Something like that. Okay, so that's what it should look like right now, okay? And then now we're going to take our small square rectangle and we're going to place them on our medium rectangle to serve as some windows, okay? So go ahead and tape those on. In order to tape those on, I'm just going to be grabbing a super tiny piece of tape and folding it over it itself. So it looks something like that. I know you guys can't see it that well. Then it should just go on the back of the square, and then it will just stick right on. Okay, one more time. Just a small piece, rolling it to itself. You should have something that looks like this, okay? And we're almost done. Now I'm going to take this piece, our right triangle, you're probably going to want to measure it a little bit. You might have made it a little bit too big, but that's okay. So you're going to want it to look something like this. I'm going to need to cut mine. So you're going to put the triangle this side right here. Ooh. Okay, line up at the bottom, but I don't want this top part to be out. So I'm going to go ahead and just trim the top part a little bit. Okay, so now that I've trimmed it, I'm going to go ahead and place it on my trim. So now your chain should be looking a little something like this. And last but not least are the wheels that we need to put on, okay? So I'm going to start by putting the two biggest wheels on a front cart, okay? So I'm going to be doing the same roll method with my tape. Same that we did the windows. Okay, one piece. Two piece. Okay, take those, set one down, and then I'm going to roll this one. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to put it placed at the top of my construction paper. I'm going to place it on the very bottom of my tray. And then I might see that piece was a little bit too small, so set it just a little bit bigger. Top again, placing it at the top of my wheel, placing it at the very bottom of my trim. So it looks something like that, and I'm going to just repeat those steps on the last two parts. And look at that, we're all done with our tray. Now let me show you guys, oh actually, we're not done. Pause, recollect. Alright, now that I put on the wheels, it is the last part. The little stuffing that we gave you is going to serve as a smoke in your tray. Now I'm not going to give you a little bit too much, but you can just take some of it and place it however you want, or you can use all this money if you want. But I'm just going to be taping it, taking a small piece and taping it to the back of my tray. If I can, it's a little hard to tape stuffing, but we're going to do it anyway. And now we are done with our tray. Now let me show you guys what it looks like when we put all of those pieces together. Now you can put these pieces wherever you'd like. In your bedroom, if you're watching on a computer screen, a tablet, your TV, you can put these pieces literally anywhere for the week. Let me show you guys. So I'm just going to start off with my 2 mountain sides. Okay, so I'm going to start with my first one, and I'm just going to pretend as if my TV is right here, and I'm going to put it on both sides of my TV. That's what I'm going to be watching, that's where I want my documents. Okay, one side, now let's do the other. And you can do this however you like. I'm just showing you one way to do it. You can be creative. You don't have to use the things that I give you. You can even add stuff if you like. You can add some blocks, or if you want to color your mountains, if you want to color your tray, you can do whatever you like. Okay, and then now on the other side. Okay, perfect. Now the second pieces I'm going to take are all of my pine trees. And I'm going to go ahead and tape these to my mountains. In order to do that, I'm going to be using the roll method with my tape. Stick it on my tree and place it wherever you like. Alright, and those are all of my trees. The next is our tree tracks. So I have all of these train tracks. I probably won't be using all of them, but I definitely need a train track in order for my train to move. So I'm going to start with one piece. And I'm going to be using the same rolling method. Or you can just take this straight on, up to you.